Most businesses and brands feel lost when it comes to maximizing the results from their video. And today, there are multiple platforms and channels that consumers can use to purchase your product and services. And most of these platforms usually promote video content to their users. This is not new information, but what we have noticed is brands and businesses use generic video templates from popular online tools. And the problem with this is every other brand is using a similar tool, which makes the video produced by these tools very generic with its stock videos and text overlays. What your audience need is really something high quality, which captures the essence of your brand, your product, your services. Think about some of the biggest brands, and you'll see that they constantly produce videos in multiple formats that can be consumed by their existing and potential new customers. Because these brands understand that consumers today are shifting towards consuming more and more videos rather than reading long product descriptions or an article. Now, you might think that they have really huge budget to spend on videos and marketing and have a lot of people working on them. This might be true to a certain extent because these companies put a lot of money into researching how consumers behave and their psychology. But this shouldn't stop any small or mid-sized businesses to take full advantage of videos as well. And this is exactly what I would like to present in this video. Now, I'm not claiming all the concepts in this video to be completely revolutionary because some of these concepts may be familiar to you already and some might be not. However, if you use all of them together, it can be really powerful. So first, we need to understand what makes a great video and what keeps viewers engaged. Is it a good story? Or maybe it's all about reaching the right audience at the right time. Now, the top of the list is something that you might find a bit counterintuitive because when you are producing a video to generate more sales, this often gets ignored, but this is the most important element in any video that has potential to engage viewers or even go viral. Focus on stories, not sales. Before the rise of social media, if you wanted someone to see an advert, you had to rent a space within a popular media channel like TV or print. But on social media platforms, brands can reach exact same audience directly. This means that branded content advertising competes with entertainment rather than interrupting it. If you want your video to be watched, it needs to create some kind of value for the user. Videos that are purely focused on brands or driving sales will likely be ignored. The best video content tells stories that connect with the viewer. The better you tell stories about yourself, the more likely viewers are going to understand what your company is offering and what it can do for them. Proven method for telling great stories that has been used for centuries is what is called as a hero's journey. The hero's journey is a popular storytelling framework used in films like Star Wars, The Matrix, Toy Story, and the recent Marvel superhero films. And we use the same framework as well when we are scripting a video for you. To summarize it in a few lines, the hero's journey is a common narrative archetype or a story template that involves a hero who goes on an adventure, learns a lesson, wins a victory, and with that newfound knowledge, returns home transformed. And using this framework, we can create a short story for any video that holds viewer attention because the most important part of any video is telling a cohesive and concise story. As Facebook recommends, your video shouldn't be longer or shorter than it takes to tell your story well. So create a storytelling arc from the first frame to the last that keeps your audience interested along the way. Next secret in our list that often gets ignored is use the first few seconds wisely. Attention span online are short. In fact, the average attention span is now just 8.5 seconds. When it comes to creating successful video, you must bring your story to life quickly so as to instantly gather interest as people scroll through their feeds. In the opening seconds, you must give clarity to what your video is about and give the viewer confidence that what they're about to watch is worth their time. Few easy ways to achieve these really easily are as follows. Create a hook. For educational video, start by talking about the problem the video solves for the viewer. For an entertaining video, start the video right in the middle of the action so viewers are instantly hooked and all kinds of thoughts race through their mind, wondering why and what is happening. Upload interesting thumbnail. Both Facebook and YouTube enable you to upload a thumbnail to sit alongside your video. And these thumbnails are great way to grab viewers' attention and get them excited about your video before it even starts playing. Think of thumbnails as an important first impression and can actually improve your play rates. When it comes to choosing your thumbnail, avoid blurry, motion filled shot. Your thumbnail should suggest what the video is. Great thumbnails can begin to tell a story and show viewers what's coming up in the video. Okay, so far, what we've discussed are all before you actually published a video, like creating a good story or having a great hook in the video and in the beginning few seconds. Next, imagine you have a video produced and you're about to publish it on your social media. How can you drive more results at this stage of marketing? One of the first ways to achieve this with paid advertising is with targeting. Target relevant audiences during advertising. Social advertising platforms out there offer a target audience in one way or the other, but we focus on the two biggest advertising platforms, Facebook and Google. One of the feature that makes Facebook ads or Google ads stand out from other marketing channels is the super in-depth targeting you can use to select audiences for your content. Facebook ads and Google ads targeting allow you to segment audiences by age, gender, location, languages, devices, and much more. Only people in the audience that you choose can see these ads. So if you selected an age group of 18 to 24, no one outside that age group would be able to see the video. When you approach us to produce a results driven video for you, we actually work backwards. And you can understand the exact reason why we do it if you watch our in depth video marketing strategy webinar. But in a nutshell, we begin by first analyzing the audience the video is being produced for. And this can be age, demographic, gender, and much more. And we customize the script for these users when you start the scripting process. This way, when the video is fully produced, it's much easier to just target these audiences on various advertising platforms. This is all well and good if you are planning on using paid media to generate your sales and engagement. But there are a few things you can also do to improve the organic performance of video on many social platforms. Tell your story with and without sounds. Multiple publishers reported as much as 85% of video views on Facebook happen with the sound off. With this in mind, it's important to think about how you can ensure your video is engaging and interesting for the viewers when it's playing both silently and with the sound on. When thinking about video, marketers should think about how they can create a compelling story without the need for audio. If users can pick up a story without need for sound, then you can certainly boost the effectiveness of your content. There are a few ways you can optimize video for silent playback. Best visuals, text heavy description, subtitles. For example, Tech Insider uses a mix of striking visuals and heavy text based description to make their video interesting for silent watchers. Gary Vaynerchuk also uses subtitles to make it easy for viewers who have the sound turned off. Just as you should optimize for silent viewers, when enabled, the sound should offer additional value to the viewers and further bring story to life. Optimized for search. More than 3.5 billion searches per day are performed on Google and Google owned YouTube. It also boasts more than 3 billion searches per month. Search is also a growing trend on Facebook, with more than 2 billion searches per day conducted on the platform. Now, if you are not optimizing your video content for search, you could be missing out on a huge number of views. Here are a couple of tips to ensure your videos are showing up in the searches. Use keywords in your title. You may already be familiar with SEO or blog content or website copy. This is no different. Your video needs to include keywords you want to rank highly for. Just like title or H1 tag of a web page, the title of your video is the most important factor for ranking well on Google and YouTube. You should try to include your main keyword in your title and keep it under 66 character so that the text isn't truncated in search results. Facebook search is a little different. Results on Facebook are based on around 200 factors, including what you like and engage, what you've searched for, and info about your identity. Add a description to your video. Both YouTube and Facebook offer the ability to add a description to each video you upload. This is also valuable search real estate. Just as with the title, try to include keywords in the description. Avoid overdoing it and ensure your description tells a story about what's in the video rather than just being a list of keywords. Collaborate with other brands and influencers. 90% of people today trust peer recommendations over company ads. When a trusted influencer recommends a product, it can feel more genuine and trustworthy than a brand telling how great its own product is or services. CEO of Intuit, Scott Cook, said it best: a brand is no longer what we tell consumer it is what the consumer tell each other it is. A great example of brand X influencer partnership is the video Nike commissioned with filmmaker YouTuber Casey when it launched the Fuel band. Nike's partnership with Casey was so effective because the video focused on the shared values and beliefs between the brand and its consumer. The video isn't directly selling Fuel Band, instead, it focuses on how to live life to the fullest. Think about how you can collaborate with other brands and influencers in your space to increase the reach of your content. Now that we've created a compelling and engaging video using the hero's journey framework and optimized video for organic and paid channel, how can we nudge our viewers to take action after watching a video? And this is perhaps one of the most important aspect of video marketing that is often ignored. No matter how viral worthy a video you produce, without a good action for these users to take after they watch the video, it's all a waste. Include call to actions. A CTA doesn't always have to directly lead to a sale or sign up. Video CTAs could include: subscribe to your channel, follow, like a page, share with friends, comment on the video, check out other content. Where should you place your CTA in the videos? There are three common positions to add calls to action within videos, as Vistia explains on their blog. Pre-roll call to actions at the very start of the video ensure that every viewer sees them and has an opportunity to click. Mid-roll calls to action can be anywhere between the very start and the end. They're also designed to target viewers when they are most engaged. And post-roll call to actions appear at the very end of the video to ensure that the viewer is highly interested before being presented with a CTA. After analyzing more than 400,000 call to actions from more than 300,000 videos, Vistia found that 95.9% are placing CTAs at the end of the video and only 4% choose mid-roll and 0.1% in the pre-roll. Interestingly, Vistia's research also found that mid-roll CTAs appear to convert the highest. Mid-roll CTAs has an average conversion rate of 16.9% compared to post-roll conversion of 10.9%. Though this data is based on Vistia's hosted videos, The learning could fuel your video strategy across all social platforms too. Try experimenting with placing CTAs at various places within your video content and measure what works best. 3 ways to add CTAs to your video content. Add a card to the end of your video. One of the most popular ways to add a CTA to video content is to use a post-roll card indicating what the viewer should do next. On YouTube, many creators use an end card to drive views to other content on their channel. Add mid-roll cues. Mid-roll cues CTA tend to have the best conversion rates. Try to experiment with adding your CTAs as overlays during your video. So I hope you benefited and learned something new from this video. And if you do have any questions or want to work on increasing sales with video, feel free to reach us and we would like to help you out. And for more of such video bites, join our email list and we'll keep you updated.